What happens when the world's second most populous country advises its citizens against traveling to one of the most visited nations globally? We're talking about China issuing a travel advisory against the United States of America. A nation with over 1 billion people has warned its citizens about potential risks they might face while traveling to one of the world's top tourism destinations. But what led to this unprecedented advisory? Reports suggest that the Chinese government is concerned about the possible mistreatment of its citizens in the US, including potential interrogations and harassment. With some individuals even being denied entry into the United States, the advisory is seen as a measure to safeguard Chinese nationals from any unforeseen circumstances. The reasons behind this advisory are complex and multifaceted. While it's clear that the well-being of its citizens is a priority, there's more to this story than meets the eye. The move can be seen as a reflection of the escalating tensions between the two countries, with each trying to assert its dominance on the world stage. It's important to understand that travel advisories are not uncommon. Countries often issue them to warn their citizens about potential risks in certain regions due to political unrest, natural disasters, or health crises. However, this advisory from China is unique because it's directed towards a country that's typically considered safe for tourists. The implications of such an advisory could be far-reaching. Beyond the immediate impact on individuals planning their travels, this could also affect global tourism. The United States, known for its vibrant cities, diverse landscapes, and unique cultural experiences, attracts millions of tourists each year. A significant drop in Chinese tourists could affect the U.S. tourism industry and the economy at large. Moreover, this advisory could also influence the relations between these two powerful nations. As they navigate through this complex geopolitical landscape, the world watches closely. After all, the actions of these superpowers have global implications, affecting everything from trade to technology and from politics to culture. This advisory is not just a warning for Chinese citizens, but a symbol of the increasing tensions between two global superpowers. How does a travel advisory from China impact the tourism industry in the USA? The tourism industry in the United States is an economic powerhouse, contributing billions of dollars to the nation's GDP annually. A significant portion of this income is derived from international visitors, with Chinese tourists accounting for a substantial number. So when China issues a travel advisory warning its citizens against traveling to the USA, it's not just a diplomatic concern, it's an economic one as well. Chinese tourists are known to be some of the world's biggest spenders when they travel abroad. In recent years, they have been the top source of overseas tourism revenue for the United States, contributing billions of dollars each year to the American economy. This spending doesn't just benefit the major tourist attractions, it's also a lifeline for hotels, restaurants, retail stores, and other businesses that cater to tourists. But with China's new travel advisory, there's the potential for a significant drop in these numbers. If Chinese tourists heed the warning and choose to visit other countries instead, the U.S. tourism industry could take a major hit. This potential loss of revenue is not the only concern, though. The advisory could also affect the industry's recovery from the global pandemic. Prior to the COVID-19 outbreak, the number of Chinese tourists visiting the U.S. was on the rise. However, the pandemic brought international travel to a near standstill, and the U.S. tourism industry has been working hard to bounce back. The travel advisory could hamper these recovery efforts, making it even more challenging for the industry to regain its footing. And it's not just about the numbers. The potential decrease in Chinese tourists could also lead to a less diverse cultural exchange. Tourism is not just about dollars and cents, it's also about people from different cultures coming together, learning from each other, and building mutual understanding. Losing a significant number of Chinese visitors could diminish this valuable aspect of tourism. In response to this development, the U.S. tourism industry might need to adapt and innovate. This could mean focusing more on domestic tourism or diversifying and targeting tourists from other countries. It's a challenging time, but also an opportunity to rethink and reshape the future of tourism in the United States. The ripple effects of this advisory are likely to be felt far and wide across the U.S. tourism industry. What does this travel advisory mean for the rest of the world? That's the question on everyone's mind as we delve into the potential global implications of China's recent travel advisory against the USA. Firstly, it's important to consider that such advisories don't exist in isolation. They are often in response to or trigger similar actions from other nations. As such, we might see a ripple effect, with countries allied to China emulating this advisory, leading to a more widespread avoidance of travel to the United States. Secondly, This advisory signifies more than just a warning for Chinese citizens. It's a reflection of the current geopolitical climate, marked by escalating tensions between two of the world's superpowers. It's a clear statement, a sign of strained relations, and a move that could potentially lead to further diplomatic fallout. But what does this mean for global tourism? The United States, a major tourist hub, might see a significant decline in visitors, especially from Asian countries. This could result in substantial economic losses given that tourism contributes notably to the American economy. On the flip side, other countries might see a boost in their tourism sectors as travelers redirect their plans. Moreover, international relations are likely to feel the strain. The advisory, while aimed at protecting Chinese citizens, sends a clear signal to the international community. It says in no uncertain terms that the relationship between the United States and China is fraught with tension. This could potentially influence diplomatic ties, not just between these two nations but also their respective allies. In the grand scheme of things, this advisory could also lead to a re-evaluation of international travel norms and policies. Countries might become more cautious, issuing stricter guidelines for their citizens and increasing scrutiny on incoming travelers. Finally, we must remember that these advisories have a human element. They affect people's lives directly, from altering travel plans to causing anxiety about international travel. They also serve as a stark reminder of how international politics can directly impact everyday life, from tourism to trade. This advisory is a stark reminder of how international politics can directly impact everyday life, from tourism to trade. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the broader picture here. The world is interconnected in ways more than one. A travel advisory issued by one country can ripple across the globe, affecting international relations, global tourism, local economies, and even individual lives. As we navigate through these complex geopolitical landscapes, it's crucial to stay informed and aware. That's where we come in. Our goal is to help you understand the world better, one video at a time. If you found this video insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more analyses and updates on global events. Your support helps us continue our work and reach more people. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family because awareness is the first step towards understanding. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and keep exploring the world with us. Thank you for watching.